what's up, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. Waltery, first one in the room, and DeBailey out there in London, welcome. Williams up here in Brooklyn, good to see you, and Susan Barry, welcome. Good to see you, Dindin out there in Trinidad, and Lee, welcome. Good to see you, Phyllis, 2284, welcome, and TJ Owen, welcome. Good to see you, Robert T. and Nadine Smith. Good to see y'all. And Fawn Marie, welcome. And Darth Spalding, welcome. Welcome to the west end of Coney Island. We find ourselves once again at West 37th Street, Seagate. Taking it easy today. Good to see you, Karen Smith, Mark Friedman, and Care Max, welcome. 16 likes in the box and 37, now 42 of you guys watching. Let's get to 50 likes and we'll activate the legs. But good to see everybody. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. I'm having a nice lazy Sunday today. And we're gonna head into the amusement district. The waves are crashing. You probably hear that in the background. The waves are really coming in. Really peaceful, nice and warm here in Coney Island. It is going to be filled with people. Yeah, once we get down to the amusement district, there should be quite a few people down there. Good to see a Hank P. welcome, and Indians Exposed, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Stephanie Gray, good to see you. And Norm out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania, good to see you. 50 people watching, 29 likes. Keep on hitting that like button. Let's get to 50 likes and we'll activate the legs. Good to see you, Neville, out there in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Me too, Mark. I'm glad to see the beach too. I hope you're doing well, Mark. Thanks for tuning on in. Thanks for hitting that like button. Appreciate it. But hello to everybody in the chat. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday out there. I'm having a nice lazy Sunday. Keeping it relaxed, keeping it chill. PD and Sheena say hello. Hello. You know how it is, Susan. You know how it is. Yes, activate the legs, Hank. Yes. I want to keep the 2/3 ratio of likes and live concurrent viewers to a minimum. So that's why I wait for at least 50 likes to activate the legs. Only going to do like maybe we'll do 10,000 steps. We're going to zigzag. Ethan G reports that today is Greek Independence in Manhattan. Yeah, it is. Karen Smith asks, what's the opening music that I'm using? That is a cue from 1973. That is a product cue from The Price is Right. I believe it's product cue 225. Yeah, Hank, rules. It did rain Coney. Yes, it did. It rained very briefly here in Coney. I was hoping for a sunset, but we did not get the sunset. Good to see you, Jennifer Hayett. Welcome. The Duchess will be joining me just before sunset, which is going to be at 7:34 this evening. 7:34. So in about an hour and 20 minutes, give or take. 39 likes and 58 people watching. Keep on hitting that like button, guys. Luis Enrique, boa noite, Brazil. Boa noite, Brazil. On this April 14th, 2024, 6:10 in the evening, -4 GMT here in New York. And that is military time on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Some people don't like it, evidently. Some people don't like the clock on the screen. So I'm like, you know what? The clock helps me out, like timeout stuff. So the clock really helps me out. It helped me out yesterday, kind of drag out my endurance for yesterday. So I was able to show you guys everything I wanted to show you guys. That's right, Exposed Investigations. 10 more likes are needed, or less than that. Less than 10 likes now are needed. Maybe 5, 6, 7 likes. And we could activate the legs. Head down to the beach. But good to see everybody. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Lazy day for me. Nice and lazy for me. Almost there, Hank. Yeah, just 6 more to go, Hank. Just 6 more to go. And we can start walking. And then that's when a lot of people start tuning in. They're like, hey, he's walking. And what else? Sorry about the technical issues we had yesterday. For some reason, the VPN was knocking off a lot yesterday. And we had to reboot the stream once. Lost 100 people in 90 seconds. I want to meet those 100 people. Who are those 100 people who tune out? They tuned back in once we started walking again. Good to see you, Neil, out there in Flatbush. Welcome. And then evidently I was rude yesterday. So if you guys want to, if you remember the argument that was had in the chat yesterday, was I rude? Was I being too strict? Was I being too strict and rigid? He's walking. He's walking. Good to see you there, John Capola. Good to see you, John Lore. Liked and loved it and shared it. Appreciate it. Thanks for sharing it out. Slackers. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I'm the bully there, Neil, right? Okay. Like, you like my rudeness? I appreciate that. Some people don't get it. Not rude at all. Good to see Robert. I appreciate that, Robert. Not at all. Okay, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, there was a interesting little discussion in the chat yesterday. So, extra words have been added to the pinned comment. Anyway. Yes, John, I was watching the replay, absolutely. That I agree. That I agree with. The weather is warm today. Yeah, nice and warm. And a very light breeze coming off the water. Good to see you, Michelle King. Welcome. 71 people watching. See, now we got these 30 people who watch and they never hit the like button. I think we have mods, Hank. Good to see you, Dan the Man. Welcome. There's a pinned comment. Yes. Yes, there's a pinned comment. Let's get to 75 likes. Come on, guys. Fluently. Yes, I do. I was born in Brooklyn, so of course. Of course. By the way, if I sound tired, I took a nap. I took an unexpected nap. So I'm a little lethargic, but I'm going to power through this. Good to see you, Ramona. Good to see you, Bat Lady. Welcome. Crashing off the Bustelo and sugar. That's what's happening. But I took a little nap. Learning about the latest crypto scam called Acon City. Boy, that's a funny story. Boy, that's a funny story. But good to see everybody. We'll wander into the amusement district. We'll see what's going on. Let's get down to the beach where it's relaxing. Take in the beach sounds. And maybe we'll even ride a ride. Who knows? I just realized I don't have my chest mount with me, so I can't ride the Phoenix for you guys. Good to see you, Natasha. Here in Brooklyn, it's sunny. Goldilocks conditions with 71 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind blowing out of the southwest at 14 miles an hour. And the current relative humidity of 33%. Ethan G, can't wait for summer. Me too. Excited for the impending season. Technically, my summer has already begun because for me, the tourism season is an on and off season. And we're definitely back on. Good to see you, Jerry. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Didn't want to mount to my chest anyway, Neil? Okay. Swing car will be good enough. All right. It is beautiful today. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think it's going to be a hot summer. I heard a couple of reports saying that it's going to be an above average summer temperature-wise. If it is, it is. The only thing that sucks about above average temperatures is that the phone here doesn't like that. The live stream equipment doesn't like the heat. Beautiful scenery, Natasha, as always, here in Coney. Absolutely. That sun is going to go way over yonder. There's a set right over here today. So I don't think we're going to be in the line of sight for sunset. It's going to go behind buildings. If we're in the amusement district. I appreciate that, Carlos. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning on in. It's almost empty. When we get further down, to the amusement district, I mean, there's people around us. I mean, got a couple of fishermen over there, got a couple of more fishermen over there. There are people around us, but they're just far away. It is a big space. But it is really nice out. The polar bears were out today. It's too warm for the polar bears, but yeah. Polar bears were out today at 1 o'clock. Looks like they had a good swim. And yeah. But Alfred Hinkle with a $3 super chat. Alfred Hinkle, thank you so much for the very generous $3 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $3 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $3 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring the live stream there, Alfred. Much, much, much appreciated. Much, much, much appreciated, sir. Much, much, much appreciated. Mike Nig. Okay, Mike says, your dad had seizures and drowned, and the lifeguard saved him when you were 6 years old. So the beach brings back memories. Wow. Well, I'm happy your dad was saved, Mike. Leela Sorensen, good to see you down there in Georgia. There's people out here. There's people out here just... Who's sponsoring this stream? Well, viewers like you. If you hit the like button, if you become a channel member, or if you give a super chat, that's who's sponsoring the live stream. So Alfred Hinkle is a sponsor of today's live stream. Good to see you, Sally. Welcome. Ethan G states, the face I don't like summer is the flies that come right out you, so it's so annoying. Yes, the flies that fly around, it is annoying. Is there a particular beer you should be drinking? The one that you like. John Laura already sees where this is going. John Laura is clearly on the trolley. Jimmy Z out there in New Jersey. Good to see you, Jimmy Z. Jimmy Z sounds like a character in the TV show Gravesend. Jimmy Z did their hit on Bobby Beans and Tommy Concrete. Down there on the street, 86th Street, they were cruising. Anyway. Barbara C, good to see you. Welcome. Hummer Sanchez, welcome. Perfect Sunday indeed. Perfect Sunday while spring being real. Exactly. Schaefer will be mentioned when it's appropriate, Dan. Dan, you're doing what's called leading. You're leading me into something, Dan. Anyway. That's right, John. That's right. Maybe, Din, maybe. Can't wait for fireworks. Oh my God, second or third week of June. John Coppola, I cannot wait for Fireworks Fridays. How many times this year I'm going to be accused of copying somebody else for live streaming on Fireworks Fridays? Good to see you, John. That's up to interpretation, John Coppola. It's nice down here. It's nice down here. It's okay, John. It's okay, yes. You're being a smart guy, that's right. Are we about to hit 100 people? If we hit 100 people, that officially marks that at least 20 of y'all are tuning in and out between my live stream and probably 2 or 3 others that are on right now. We're at 18 right now, 18. But shout out to tour guide Megan and Ariel, the urbanist, and the New York City Walking Show, and everybody who was part of Team Influencer at the 13th annual Panorama Challenge. Congratulations to the team for winning a very hard quiz. It's one of the hardest quizzes I ever been a part of. Tour guide Megan put up a 3-question quiz on her Instagram, and I only got 1 question correct. So out of the 3. And it reminds me of when I went to the Panorama Challenge 7 years ago. But anyway, I'll see you later, Ethan. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you, Nebul. Bienvenue. Everyone follow Nebul, a great live streamer from the south of France. Nebul took the day off. Norman Roberts, do you like the Fireworks Fridays? Me too. Cynthia Beal, good to see you. I love the 80s, welcome. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If I didn't have to get up so early yesterday morning, I would have totally took up Megan on her invitation. I would have loved to be a part of Team Influencer. Anyway, Sarah C, good to see you. Oh my God, we got 30 people who are tuning in and out of this live stream. Keep on hitting that like button, guys. Let's get to 100, at least 100 likes, maybe 115. That'd be fantastic. 10 people should be tuning out right about now. There it goes. I did a call to action, so 10 people immediately leave. Good to see you, Califadia. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Sunshine after rain, welcome. Sarah C. Good to see everybody, people. There it goes. Once I do a call for action, a solid 10 immediately leave. I'm just here keeping it chill today. We're getting out of Manhattan. We'll be back in Manhattan tomorrow. And we'll do a nice long one tomorrow. Me and the Duchess are going to be checking out the picnic pier at the watermark, Pier 15. The Duchess has scored some tickets to go to that tomorrow. I might take some reels there. But I'm going to do a live stream before I meet up with the Duchess in the afternoon. And have afternoon drinks with the Duchess. Even though I'll be the only one actually drinking alcohol. Yeah, Cynthia. Yeah. Yeah, go watch. They're probably going to watch Coco Melon. That's true. Yeah. They watch me and Coco Melon. Oh, we got 18,000 steps today, John. Congratulations, dude. That's really good. Dude, that's really good. 18th. You're gonna do more steps than me, I think, today, because I think I'm gonna probably only top out at like maybe 16 or 15. So that is good, John. Keep it up, my friend. Even if you could only do 10 steps a day, it's better than nothing. So to all you people who may have mobility issues, keep it moving as much as you can, people. Building up your confidence. Well, 18,000 steps is a pretty good distance there, John. They're like freeloading. Yes, they are like freeloading, Din. Good to be here. Good to see you, Cynthia, Ava. Water is really pretty out today. I mean, compared to the other day, remember it was like really calm. Now today we got like proper waves. And the flats, let me show you guys this. We can see it really good from right here. The flats, there's a line of waves breaking way off the coast. Let's zoom in and let me show you it. So if I zoom in on the water there, you see those waves way out there? That's called the Coney Island Flats. It's basically a sandbar where the water gets relatively shallow. That's roughly where the NYC ferry runs. It runs just beyond that. But you can see the waves breaking out there. Oh, there you go. They got a nice long line of waves right there. Nice long line of waves. And that's called the Coney Island Flats. You can see the buoy right there, rocking and rolling. Pretty cool. Who did the panorama challenge? Well, it was basically Megan Murad and her husband, the NYC walking show, Ariel, and then there were like 3 or 4 other tour guides from the Guides Association of New York that created the team. I think there was like 8 or 9 people on the team. And Julio Vallejo, somebody gifted you a membership. I don't know who. I wish I knew who, but enjoy the free month of Dutch Miles Plus. And if you gifted a membership in the past, it's much appreciated. It's much appreciated. Thank you so much for sponsoring the channel. Yeah, it was a nice team. It was a good team. James Rosen, good to see you. You miss Coney Island? Well, thanks to the power of the internet, you are here. We're going to head into the amusement district, walk around, hear and see the sights and sounds. I'm very tempted, if we see our friend Lewis at the El Dorado, we may just destroy the copyright intentionally, guys. How does one become a member? You go to the main page of this YouTube channel and there's a button called Join, or go to www.youtube.com/DutchMod/join and you can become a member for $5 a month. Good to see you, RJ, out there in Colorado. Welcome. Yeah, Nabil, Megan and her husband are a lot of fun on Instagram. They're a lot of fun. No doubt I would have held them back. I'm not going to lie, guys. I did terrible the last time I did the Panorama Challenge, so no doubt I would have held them back this year. So, but congratulations to Team Influencer and those members of the Guides Association. Those are tour guides, licensed New York City tour guides. $5, it is a good deal. I think it is. Tin K, welcome. Delicious, yes indeed. It's delicious. You can't find what on YouTube? What you can't find on YouTube, Neil? The only video that I've seen of the Panorama Challenge actually was on whatchamacallit, was on Instagram. James Rosen, are you trying to be funny or something like that? I don't know that person. How about that? I don't know that person. Yeah, check Ariel's Instagram. Or check Megan's Instagram. It's on Instagram. It's not on YouTube yet, at least I think. Oh, well, my Panorama Challenge video I made private because first, it was 7 years ago. So YouTube live streaming was, I think, just a few months old. So the chat is not visible, and the conversation, because we're killing time, kind of just goes everywhere. So on my channel, my panorama challenge video is actually privated because it kind of, the conversation just went all over the place, and in retrospect to some inappropriate places because people asked inappropriate questions. So, but Nadine Smith with a $5 super chat. Nadine, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's sunsets here at Coney Island. Much appreciated there, Nadine. And thank you so much also for being a channel member. Shout out to all the channel members. This broadcast is brought to us in stunning 1080p. Thanks to all the channel members. Thanks to all the channel members, I'm able to afford a VPN just for live streaming to bond multiple signals because I have now a second signal. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your continued sponsorship of this channel. John Capola asks, I think I've asked this before, answered this before. Do I get more views? Do I get more views in vertical or landscape, or why one or the other? Is that a YouTube thing? All right, so here's the deal. Good to see you, Pedro Diaz. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. So here's the deal. Vertical video is, when you do a live stream in vertical video, it shows up in the shorts feed. It shows up in the shorts feed. So thus, it's weird. People will find you organically, kind of like by accident. It's actually a lot easier to find people organically when you're live streaming in vertical mode than in horizontal, than in landscape mode like we're in right now. So basically what you end up getting is you get a completely, from what I've noticed, a completely different audience. And I honestly do get more views in landscape because that's what I mostly broadcast and produce in. And for the most part, YouTube audiences are a little bit more sophisticated than people on TikTok and Twitter and all that. So most YouTube users prefer landscape because you don't have the big black bars on the side of the screen. But people who primarily use their phones to consume content, they tend to like vertical video. So yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny how it works. But the goals are out. Yes, indeed. This channel is better than a Netflix membership. That I agree, Nibble. That I agree. Get me one more step closer to my dream. You get me one more step closer to my dream. The gulls are chilling. It's a nice day out. It's a nice day. And Jim out there in Denver, Colorado with a $5 super chat. Jim, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. It's a big $5 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring today's live stream. Better than AARP. That's right. A membership and a super chat to this channel is much better than both of those services combined. Jim, thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream with a big $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Everybody who's donating super chats today, much, much, much appreciated. I know we do keep missing each other, Jim. Jim, I'm going to be honest. I was lazy today. I kind of stayed in the bed today, played around on the computer. Yeah. Nibul, on vertical video, they can swipe and discover a live video, like in the Periscope. Yeah, no, Nibul. Oh my God, Nibul just reminded me of something. Yeah, I keep falling down this rabbit hole when I'm watching short videos. It's funny. Sometimes when you watch short videos, you will stumble into a live stream, and when you now stumble into those vertical video live streams, it is just like Periscope back in the days, where you're just bouncing around different subjects, different types of content creators, conversations. It's crazy. It's like the olden days. So for all the people who complain about, YouTube being tough, it is tough, but it is right now. The live component on vertical video is just like Periscope back in the day. Oh my goodness. And Clayton W with a $5 super chat. Clayton, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $5 super chat. And Clayton, I have no choice. but to keep it positive here on this YouTube channel. I appreciate that, Clayton. Clayton, thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream. Much appreciated. The Bill Murray getting a workout already today. Let's see here. Dan the Man asks, Dutch, does the snow removal come with membership? No, it does not. Dan the Man says that we need Periscope to come back. Absolutely not. No, we do not. I'm going to dance on Twitter's grave when it finally shuts down. I swear to God. I'm gonna dance the dance of joy. I'm going to dance the dance of joy when Twitter finally dies. Periscope needs to be buried, forgotten about, shunned. Throw that shit in the fucking fire, man. Toss it in the trash. Periscope had all the advantages. Periscope had all the advantages in 2016. It could have been right on par with YouTube. And believe me when I say this, 2016 Periscope would have been right on par with YouTube. It would have been right there. It would have been like you watch YouTube for pre-recorded stuff and you go to Periscope for live content. If there's one thing that YouTube needs to do is bring a live map, like a world map. I think that will change the game. I think that will be a great addition to the YouTube live stream landscape. But 2016 Periscope would have been right there on par with YouTube, but unfortunately greed and nepotism killed Periscope. Also, people in general just being selfish killed Periscope in the end. And especially by the people who ran it. It was like a kids club. It was like a club, you know? And it was laziness. That was the other thing. Yeah, it didn't really roll out any big updates. It took them always a while to fix shit. But, like, they had a great thing with Catch, K-A-T-C-H. Catch was a way for people to save their Periscopes after they were finished, because back in the day, Periscope live streams only lasted 2 days or something like that. So Catch was like saving them. Catch was becoming like another YouTube, where you could find stuff using hashtags. And it was a glorious time because you could really find some diverse subjects that would interest you, and you could find content creators that created stuff that interested you. And they just tossed that all in the garbage. They tossed that all in the trash. Anyway, I'm so happy it's dead. And by the way, Twitter is not cleaned up. Twitter is actually way worse under Elon. Twitter is like one step above like Bazaars or whatever the hell it's called, or Pornhub. The amount of crap I see on Twitter when I'm trying to find my feeds for birds and shit like that, it's pathetic. And the people who are like Twitter people who like buy their little badges, those are the most pathetic people. Those are the most pathetic internet users I've ever encountered in my fucking life. People who pay for their verification, you're pathetic. Anyway, Clayton says that it seemed like anything that got acquired with Twitter immediately got no development. Exactly! Oh my God, Clayton! Exactly, Clayton! Clayton, you clearly know your internet history. Yes, they did the same thing with fucking Vine. They acquire something and then they just kind of, they don't put any real development on it. They just like kind of let it wither away. And by the way, Vine is like, that could have been, that we wouldn't have TikTok today if Vine would have still been around. Okay? Now tell you how I really feel. I feel stupid for the amount of times I gaslit myself to keep other people happy that I've met through Periscope. How about that, John? We're getting deep. I'm by the ocean. I fucking gaslit myself so many times to keep people happy. And now I don't do that. So, Pedro with a $5 PayPal. Pedro, thank you so much for the $5 PayPal. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 PayPal club. I get 100% of that donation. Much, much, much appreciated. The big $5 PayPal Pedro. Pedro, much appreciated, my friend. Much, much, much appreciated. Anyway, we're getting deep here on the beach. We're getting deep. We're getting deep. I finally get PayPal notifications now, so I guess that's now like a thing now that it's going to finally work. So I'm happy that I'm able to give you guys real-time PayPal donations. I gotta make a new graphic for PayPal. Uh-oh. Did somebody just like fall on the rocks? I think somebody just fell on the rocks and they're hurt. Well, Dan, eventually somebody will discover me here on the YouTube. You know? Periscope was fun while it lasted. You know, 2018, it was already in my mind buried. And yeah, YouTube is the place to be because I don't have to explain it. People know what YouTube is. It's not like Twitch. It's not like DLive. It's not like Kick. And all the other ones. I just say I'm on YouTube and people know immediately what it is. So, yeah. Oh my God, Twitter has like so many porn advertisements, it makes me want to shut it off. It really does. It makes me want to shut it off. Like, what was it? It was just the other day. What was it? It wasn't the earthquake. There was some kind of like explosion somewhere, and I'm trying to remember where it happened. There was some kind of like explosion. There was some kind of breaking news event, and I wanted to look it up. And oh my God. All the crap I see on there, it's ridiculous. You're live on YouTube? Yes, indeed. Anyway, Tremont, good to see you. I'm glad you're enjoying the live streams. Thanks for tuning on in. Twitter is all bots. Twitter is all fucking bots. Yes, indeed. There you go, Neil. Yeah, I think somebody fell on the rocks here, but they were fine. They got out. We have made it to the amusement district. There you go. YouTube got you a press pass for a parade. Exactly. There you go, Nibble. There you go. Well, first of all, Neville, I don't use ad blocking software because I'm on my phone. And two, I always hit like, I want to see less of that ad. Never works. Never works. Never works. I almost think they throw so much porn into my feed sometimes. It's just so they can get the engagement of me clicking the button saying I want to see less of that. I swear to God. It's like, good to see you, Arshan. Welcome. As you see, a lot more people down here on this end of the beach. And the amusement district is open, yeah. If we're lucky, we're going to ride the Wonder Wheel. If we're lucky, we'll ride the Wonder Wheel on the stream. Actually, we should do it now because the sun's getting low in the sky. Should just do it now. It just trips me out that this is my backyard now. Still, here it is, my third year of living here, and I just stumbled out here. It's all good, Narja. For some reason, notifications don't seem to be working this week, but it's okay. It's okay. But we've made it to the amusement. We'll walk a little bit further down here, and then we'll come back up onto the boardwalk. Yeah, no, Cliff, the reason why I still have Twitter is for the Manhattan bird alerts. And so I like to find out, which migratory birds are flying through the city, and Twitter is a great way for me to keep up with that because that's where it kind of all began. So I literally use Twitter just to check on birds, transit delays, and oh, we got influencer in the wild. Did we get an influencer in the wild? We got an influencer in the wild, everyone. Yeah, exactly. You promote events. I try to help out the sideshow as much as possible, you know, with Twitter. If I see their post, like I did today, I retweet that. James Rosen asks, do I remember the waffle and ice cream stand? That's before my time, James. So, no, I don't remember that. Yes, indeed. Sunset at 7:35. Going to be a little bit earlier than that here in Coney, here in the Amusement District, because it's going to go behind buildings. So, Dave in Bangor, Maine, good to see you. Keep on hitting that like button. What are we at now? 140 likes? Let's get to 140 likes. Or maybe even 145 likes. Yeah, it's nice having those later and later sunsets, yeah. I could be lazier longer in the day. Like today, I could take a nap. I could take a nap. You see, this is where everyone's at on the beach. They're all down here at the Amusement District. And I refuse to call it X. I refuse to call it X. The logo, you know, it's funny how Twitter had like such like a fun, kind of light and airy logo back in the day, and now it's just like a letter X on like black background, and it's like literally killing something. Like you're seeing an app get killed off, and all the wrong people are able to kind of flourish on there, and it's sad. It's really sad. Good to see you, Lorraine. Welcome. Oh my God, Bat Lady, yeah. Yeah, Bat Lady. I slept pretty good yesterday. We did 14,600 steps yesterday. 14,600. By the end of the day, I finished up with, I think it was close to 19,000 or a little over 19,000 steps. Yeah, we're talking about X, Deborah. I still call it Twitter. But good to see you, Deborah. I still call it Twitter. It was nice, light, and airy. You know, it was blue with a bird logo, and now it's just a letter X with a black background. It's literally like killing a person, and it's like, you know, when you get the little X's in their eyes, like a cartoon. It's like that. Bat Lady, I'm glad you enjoyed. We got to 3 hours in. We did 3 hours yesterday. Tomorrow I'm hoping to go for that, or maybe even a little bit longer. Tomorrow's going to be a nice day, so I want to definitely take advantage. And then Tuesday, I don't know where we're going to go. We got to go somewhere on Tuesday. Have some ideas for Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's exciting. It's getting warm. It'll always be Twitter to you. Me too, Cliff. Me too. And Deborah with a $10 super chat. Deborah, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. You're more than welcome. Happy Sunday, and you're more than welcome for the walk down here on the beach. Hope you find it calming, Deborah. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream. On this is April 14th, halfway through the month, April 14th, 2024. This is going to be, I think this is the week that we really got to watch the Cherry Esplanade down in the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. Because, yeah, very exciting. Am I going into the direction of Brighton Beach? Yes, I am. I am going into the direction of Brighton Beach. We're at about West 10th Street now, so the cyclone. But yes, we're walking east. But good to see you, Beach Bum. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome to the beach here in Coney Island. What time we got here? Okay. Coming up to 7 o'clock. Everyone watching the birds. That's that sun. Ooh, look at that shot. That's a pretty shot. Look at that. Let's frame that up for you guys. Indeed, yes, indeed, Deborah. Yes, the vessel will be opening up. I think it's like 2/3 of it are going to open up. The top level is not going to open up. They have all Thomas Heatherwick's studio, and the folks who run the vessel at Hudson Yards have come to an agreement for the retrofit of netting on the vessel. I think we've seen it already because they did have some test barriers that they were setting up. So I think they've all agreed upon a certain type of netting that will not take away from the look of the vessel. They're going to probably have time tickets again because, you know, it's only so much space on the structure. But yeah, we'll be opening up soon. I give it another maybe 2 months and they'll open it up. But the vessel reopening soon as we look at the Coney Island steeplechase parachute jump. No, not plexiglass. I heard it's a net, Nabul. I heard it's a net. I heard they have a net. And we've seen it. They've had like a very light net in the past before that we've seen. I did hear plexiglass. I heard they were going to use plexiglass, but I guess they decided not to go ahead with that. But it's exciting. Last time I was on the vessel was March 18th, 2020. And that's when my world ended. That's when I was up on the vessel doing a live stream with all of y'all, and my phone just blew up because all my tour guide WhatsApp groups were just popping off saying, oh, we lost this job, we lost that job, we lost this job. All these tours, it was crazy. And that's how I knew the pandemic was going to be real. Everyone started booking. We started losing some big bookings that we've had booked out for months. But it's nice to be back at work. And maybe the pandemic was one of the best things to happen because, again, I cleaned a lot of people out in my social life. So, again, I gaslit myself too many times to keep other people happy. And the pandemic taught me that some people are just very selfish in life. Good to see you there, Creative Moments. Welcome. Marvin Ingalls checking on in Las Vegas. Why did I add the clock to my stream? I add the clock to my stream because it helps me pace out the live stream. I can pace out the live stream kind of just like on the fly. So I can kind of pace out my own actions as I walk around. Today I'm using it for the sunset, so I know the sunset's going to be in about 40 minutes from now. So I know that right away. So, but yeah, the clock is a great way to keep track of time. Yeah, exactly, Cynthia. Yeah. No, it was a huge purge. I purged a lot of people who I had in my life. A lot of Periscope people, if you will, revealed themselves in a very disappointing kind of way. And again, I gaslit myself too many times to keep these people happy in the past. And post-pandemic, I'm done with that bullshit. Life is too short for me to gaslight myself just to keep other people happy. Oh, what do we have here? Well, who is this? Julio Vallejo gifted 1 membership at Dutch Miles Plus. Julio Vallejo, thank you so much for gifting a membership to Dutch Miles Plus. Neil got that membership, so Neil, Enjoy the month of Dutch Miles Plus. And Julio Vallejo, much appreciated with sponsoring 1 membership to Dutch Miles Plus. Thank you so much there, Julio. Thank you so much. It is much appreciated. Yes, indeed, Nebul. Yes, indeed, Cynthia. Meadowview Powerhouse asks, did I join up with the guides of New York City? No, I did not. For the Panorama Challenge? No, I did not. No, I did not. I was invited to be part of the team, but I had to get up too early in the morning yesterday. I had to get up stupid early in the morning, and that Panorama Challenge goes late. That Panorama Challenge ends at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So, but Julio, thank you so much for sponsoring the channel. It's much appreciated. Now let's see how the signal is here, because there is that repeater up there for Luna Park. Keep on forgetting about this. On the beach here, we're good. So the Panorama Challenge is a trivia contest that takes place in the Queens Museum, where they utilize the panorama of New York City, that massive scale model of the whole 5 boroughs of New York, and they use that as part of a trivia challenge. People form teams, and then whichever team answers the most amount of questions correctly, they win the challenge. Yeah, it's pretty cool, Nibble. And now it's nice that we now know who gets the memberships. So we know who gives out, because at first we didn't know who got the memberships. So now we know who gets the memberships. So it's nice. But it's a great way to sponsor the channel, and it's a win-win-win. And that's why I had to make a gifting member graphic. What are the prizes from the challenge? Well, I think you get like membership to the Silly Reliquary, which is a really cool museum. And what else? You get a trophy. The Cyclones beat Asheville Tourists 4-3 earlier today. Did they play here, Neil, or did they play over at Asheville? Pretty out here today, man. Real pretty. Okay, can we bring back Danielle's mural? Karen J. McLean, good to see you, Karen. Hope you're doing well. Coming up to the top of the hour here in New York. About a minute away from the top of the hour now. That was a home game, so Cyclones win against the Asheville Tourists at Maimonides Park. Say that after 5 beers. Ah, yes. We got the Nutcracker guys. Nutcracker guys are back out. Let me tell you something. A nice cold Nutcracker out in Fort Tilden sometimes, that's like magic, man. Gets you nice, just a nice amount of drunk that you want to get in a small, kind of ice-cold, sugary package. And then later on, you crash off the alcohol and the sugar and you get a headache. But that's neither here nor there. Good to see you there, Jose Luis. Huepa, Puerto Rico, buenvenido. Jose Torres. Looks like we got the vendors out. People forming behind me, by the way. So the rides open up here in Coney. They opened up on, what was that, the 25th of March? Palm Sunday weekend is the opening weekend. And then Coney's open up most Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays until Memorial Day. And then after Memorial Day, they're open up pretty much 7 days a week, weather permitting. No, Cliff, I think Neil was making a joke. I think Neil was making a joke. Everyone has ice cream, and I know I want ice cream today. I know I want some ice cream today. It's pretty out here, wow. But for more information on when the parks are opened, of course, check out the Dino's Wonder Wheel Park Instagram page and also their website, Dino'sWonderWheelPark.com. And then also check out the Luna Park page, lunaparknyc.com. And you could find out when everything is opened here in the amusement district. Like right now. Oh, is that really the name of the team? That can't be the name of the team. You're creeping up on me, man. Yeah. Yeah, you got the football and everything. All right, he's a player. Yeah, there you go. Brad Pitless, good to see you. When does Nathan's open? They open year-round. They're open year-round. Nathan's is open year-round. So as you guys heard me say, I had an audience forming behind me. And that was the audience. People still call a gimbal a drone. How dumb are people? If it was me, I would have called this device a Steadicam. Anyway. Oh, there's the link. Okay. Are they really called the Asheville Tourists? I think, Susan, we're about to get a really sweet sunset. Yeah. Yep, Nathan's open year-round, 365 days a year. Oh, there's a Nutcracker. There's another Nutcracker guy. You got the Nutcrackers. And Northwest with a $5 super chat. I will keep it, Northwest. Northwest, thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring the live stream. Much appreciated. Yeah, Julio. A lot of people call this thing a drone. You made the mistake of getting a different hot dog than Nathan's. Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Clayton. I mean, Ruby's has a pretty good hot dog. And also Paul's daughter. But this guy is like the boardwalk DJ. The boardwalk DJ. They got White Castle here too if you want to go fart later. That's true. That's true. Anyway. And Ramona sponsoring my ice cream with a $10 super chat. Ramona, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring today's live stream. And I will get ice cream with that. Ramona, I will get a cone. I will get a cone. I will get a banana pistachio cone because they're delicious. Did you hear the sounds of the Casey and the sunshine? As the little dogs commiserate, having a good time. It's a dog standoff. I know, I gotta get myself some banana pistachio there, Jim. I know. I mean, we should get it before the sun goes down, but the sun's about to go behind these buildings. So I think we're gonna walk out onto the pier now and catch the sun going down. White Castle twice a year for sure, absolutely. You missed some Stahl's Knishes? Yes, that's before my time. But good to see you, Stephanie. Yeah, banana pistachio, Neil. If you ever come to Coney, that's what you have to get. Because supposedly it's been like invented here. So. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Neville. I wish I could take you guys on the adult bouncy tower. I want to take you guys on all these rides. But that's another one of them, like right at sunset. That's literally the only cool picture I have on Twitter. Getting back to Twitter. If you ever look at my cover photo, it's a photo taken from the adult bouncy tower right at sunset. One of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. You remember Stahl's Knishes? Oh, there goes the shopping cart. Hey, see, it sounds like a shopping cart. It's top heavy, so it rides like a shopping cart. Shopping cart, baby. Let's watch it go. Whee! Let's see how slow it goes. Oh no, it's running good. Oh, that's running good. That's running good. It's not running too slow. It has to make it through that loop. If it doesn't make it through the loop, it's going to bottom out. And there she goes. That's my favorite part, that little end piece right there. That's my favorite part of the whole ride. Ooh, the shopping cart is getting some fresh paint. Oh my God, is the shopping cart really 10 years old already? Oh my God, 2014, that's right. Oh my God. I hope they have something special for the shopping cart for her 10th birthday. But that's exciting, wow. Well, congratulations to the Zamperla Corporation and their Thunderbolt ride. May it live in many iterations all around the world. But we could always say this was the first one right here. Good to see you, Diana Lee, out there in London. Welcome. The sun is getting lower in the sky. It's about to go behind the building. So let's saunter out to the pier. But Ramona, you have to try a banana pistachio. You have to get it at the Lunatics ice cream place. So that's right next door to the El Dorado Auto Scooters. Gabila's also had zucchini pancakes. My first time hearing about this, Cliff. I never got to go to Gabila's. That's before my time. The only thing that stayed normal during the entire pandemic were my fellow Puerto Ricans that play music here on the boardwalk. Dan the Man asks, have I ever rode the parachute jump? Well, the parachute jumps ceased operations here in Coney Island back in 1964 when Steeplechase Park closed forever. So unfortunately, that's well before my time. So no. As we hear the sounds of the boardwalk, good to see you there, Luis Poppy. Good to see you, Surfboard. Welcome. But yes, indeed, ride those El Dorado Auto Scooters where you can bump your ass off. But everyone follow Louise Poppy, a great live streamer from New Zealand. Hope you're having a great Monday out there, Louise. Hope you're doing well. Viva Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos. Yes, indeed. Real pretty sky out here today. Let's head out onto the pier. So I think that sunset's gonna go right behind those buildings right now. So let's get this last little view of sunset. All the photographers are out for the shot. As we head on out onto the pier. Yes, indeed, Nibble. I hope everyone does better on YouTube. Only one way to go, and that's up here on YouTube. Madam Mojo, Cleveland Rocks, good to see you. Aloha. Good to see everybody, people. This hour has just flown by. Yeah, Julio, be careful with the emojis there. Yeah, Nightbot doesn't like emojis. Your uncle was a mechanic for the really bad lady. Your uncle was a whatchamacallit? Was a mechanic on the parachute jump? Wow. That was pretty cool. Oh, look at that. We're going right into where our sunset's gonna happen. Let's get a little bit further out here. Yeah, sorry about that, Julio. Unfortunately, people overuse emojis, so that's why I had to put an emoji limit. I think you can put 3 in the chat, and that's fine. But after that, it's a no-go. Oh, awesome, Karen, yeah. I always tell people if there's nobody live streaming in your neck of the woods, then start live streaming. Because it's always appreciated to see a new place in the world. But surfboard, I will get a beverage with that surfboard. And surfboard with a $10 super chat. Surfboard, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $10 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring the live stream there. Surfboard and surfboard, I will get a beverage with that. What could they do is to perhaps turn the parachute jump into a drop ride. So again, I think I mentioned this before in the past. I'll mention it again. So back in 2010, 2011, the roller coaster company Intamin did a survey to see if they could turn the parachute jump into a functioning ride again. And they deemed that it would be too expensive to retrofit the parachute jump with modern ride systems. It will just be too expensive to run and too expensive to create. So, yeah, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. But it would have been too much money. Karen, if you miss tour guiding, YouTube is the place. I mean, I literally use this YouTube channel just to keep my tour guide brain fresh. So yeah, the main reason to do, the main energy behind my live streams here is to, to be a tour guide and help you guys out, explore the city, and, you know, maybe some little fruits of knowledge and whatnot. But it's a great way to keep your tour guide brain fresh as the sun goes behind the buildings of the West End. Let's get a cool shot for you guys. I'll give you guys some wallpapers here. We walked the entire distance of this boardwalk, of this beach that you see right now on camera. We have walked this entire distance in the last hour and 9 minutes. So you have walked that with me today. You have walked that entire distance. Down it goes indeed, Louise. But it is a nice shot nonetheless as the sun goes down behind those buildings. Wow, 7:13, 7:14 now. I know, isn't that crazy, Louise? You're looking at the same sun and it's 11:15 in the morning out there in New Zealand. I appreciate that, Fawn Marie. Yeah, it helps me out tremendously plan out the live stream as we go ahead and do it. So I appreciate that you appreciate it, Fawn Marie. Looks like we have a little bit of a, whoa, looks like we have a little bit of a hazy sunset. It's like, there we go. You see me trying to adjust that's adjusting the aperture, by the way. It's a little fussy. Sabine Nagler, good to see you. Down goes the sun. Down goes the sun. Down for another day. Down goes the sun, the moon in a neutral position. But down goes the sun. Good to see you, Dwayne. Welcome. Out there in Alberta, Canada. Yes, as per Google, the amusement park has an active parachute jump ride. Has no active parachute jump ride. No, no, no. We have a kiddie parachute jump ride in Luna Park. Oh, actually also Dino's has one too. Come to think of it. But it's so peaceful out here right now. A lot of people out. Little Poots from Montreal, good to see you. Heading back to New York City in a few weeks. Your favorite place on earth. Well, come on back, Little Poots. Good to see you. You missed the Brighton Beach Bath Club. Yeah, those were pretty nice, those bath clubs. Of Northwest, I get know-it-alls all the time on the tour. Probably one of my biggest pet peeves, Northwest, is people who literally fact-check me with their phones during the tour. I just find that infuriating, but people do it all the time, and I just got to smile it off and maybe make a joke out of them. Mark Elton, good to see you. Very nice quality. Oh, I appreciate that, Mark. Well, Mark, thanks to the channel members, this broadcast is brought to us in stunning 1080p. Suffice, the signal is good, and the signal is good today. Can't talk about Coney Island without mentioning the Warriors. That's very true, Cliff. Everybody has always mentioned the Warriors. But if I ever hit the mega billions, I was talking about this with the Duchess last night. I was like, if I ever get the mega billions, I would buy the remaining Joe Sit property in the amusement district and make a massive dark ride and let artists take over the dark ride every like 6 months. So there's a new ride every 6 months, and have the best in technology and video projection and mapping technology to create very unique experiences. If I can make that happen, that'll be what I want to do. Little Poots, I'm a licensed New York City tour guide. Your pet peeve is always locals who hire. Yes, I know. Oh my God. Yeah, Karen, I get people who argue history with me all the time. McHugh, good to see you. Good to see you there, McHugh. And I guess somebody has a barbecue going on underneath the boardwalk. There's smoke emanating from the bottom of the boardwalk. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Elliott just won the NASCAR race over in Texas. Yeah, somebody's cooking. Somebody's cooking. Look at the smoke coming out of the boardwalk, or out of the pier. I can smell it now. I can smell it. It smells like barbecue. It smells good, I'm not gonna lie. It's the apparitions of Gansevoort's mommy and daddy, who died many years ago in the war. That's how Gansevoort lives in his really nice apartment. Oh, that's like super random. Smoke coming out from underneath the pier. That's super random. Supposedly barbecuing on the beach is illegal, and yes, I don't think you're allowed to do that near the pier. So this is my first time actually seeing it to this extent. But it's kind of wild. But we'll continue to focus on the peaceful sunset. That's right, Tin K. Went there for the first time last in June. Best Friday night you've had in years. Awesome. Yeah, Jim, fire and wood don't mix. I mean, I could smell the barbecue coming off of it. I can smell the chicken or something like that, whatever they're cooking. And I'm not gonna lie, it's giving me the munchies. I feel like we should go investigate this smoke thing here, but this is our sunset right now. We're about 10 minutes away from the sun going below the horizon. Oh, you can barbecue at Manhattan Beach. It's the only beach that it's legal to do that at. Wow, I didn't know that. Well, I mean, to barbecue underneath the pier. The barbecue underneath the pier is not exactly the smartest thing. The Duchess has now joined me, and I'm a happy camper. Just in time. White Castle calls Clayton. Clayton, enjoy the White Castle. Did you just walk right past me? I thought you were down there. Oh, okay. It is a bad idea to barbecue underneath the pier. Yes, it is. I would say that it is. Barbecuing for me? Barbecuing for me? The Duchess barbecuing for me? Oh, everyone's saying hello to you, my love. She waves. The Duchess waves. Hello. Good to see you, Steve Cruz, out there in New Orleans. Welcome. The lights of the parachute jump have just come on. Well, we're just a few minutes away from the sun. I think the sun's going behind clouds right now. Good to see you, Penelope. Welcome. That smell of chicken is making me so hungry. Yeah, I know, there's smoke coming out. Exciting evening here in Coney Island. Got a ship coming into the harbor. We got some people. Where happened to there are these ladies with all these little chihuahuas. They're up on did you see them? They're up on the boardwalk. They were all barking like crazy. I couldn't get around them. I had to go like all around. Cliff, you like barbecue chicken? Me too. I'm getting hungry. Yes, indeed, Neil. Am I from New York originally? Yes, I am. Born and raised here in Brooklyn. Born and raised here in Brooklyn. Looks like that sun's going behind a layer of clouds right at the horizon, but we do have a pretty sky. We'll take this in for a few more minutes here. Yes, Karen, when I get home, I'm finishing off the mac and cheese. And the Duchess made me some mac and cheese last night for dinner, so I got a little bit more of that left at home. So I'm going to destroy that when I get home. Because smelling that barbecue chicken has made me really hungry. And I tell you, a really nice evening out here. Right? It's nice out. You want to? I have wet wipes in the bag.
Anything else?
No. I think that's makeup. Yeah. A nice, warm spring evening in Coney. Yeah, no, Nebul. It happens, Nebul. It happens. Yeah, the sirens going off. Oh my goodness. But tomorrow we'll be back in Manhattan, back at it once again. So don't forget to tune on in tomorrow. Make sure you have the notification bell turned on. We will be on nice and early. When do fireworks start? Either the first or second Friday in June. Sorry, the second or third Friday in June, right around Mermaid Parade week. Are those people by the rocks clamming? No, we have no clammers here on the beach right now. But good to see you, Donna. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone had a great Sunday today. And it was fun walking the beach with all of y'all. But I think I'm going to call it here from the beach here in Coney Island, from the Coney Island Steeplechase Pier. This is Dutch Maz and the Duchess signing off. Have a fabulous Coney Island day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish the moments. I don't know what the hell that was. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.